targeted with powerful radio waves.
This is more than unclassified. That's bull.
You won't believe what happens next. Find out on Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura. Premieres Wednesday at 10, only on True TV.
Now, that was the first episode. The last episode in the first series is airing tonight. Tyrell Ventura, one of the associate producers, researchers, camera guy. I mean, working so hard on this project because he's the guy that woke his dad up. He's a conspiracy theorist. Those of us that question the official story are called that. Tyrell, tell us about the episode coming up tonight.
Tonight we got 2012, and it kind of, started with all the rumblings of, the whole Aztec calendar and all that. But then as we kind of we were kind of first like, it sounds a little hocus pocus. But then when we started kind of like looking in, to the idea that, okay, what if, some major catastrophe is on the horizon and the powerful elite know about it? And, will they would your government let the people know about it ahead of time, or would they just set out to protect themselves? And so then it ventured into that realm, and it's a great episode. It's a great way to finish the season, and it's pretty frightening, some of the things we find out. You got to watch it tonight and see the things that we've uncovered and the places that we send Jesse in this episode. It's a fun one.
Talking to you and your father and some of the other researchers early on, you guys thought that a lot of what we're hearing about 2012 is baloney, and clearly there's a lot of hype. 1,000 different, views and ideas about what's coming up with 2012. But then after you guys did your investigation, I don't want to give away too much for tonight, you got convinced that, well, the government and rich people clearly think something's going on, and they are getting ready.
Exactly. And I've talked to numerous friends of mine in, like, big oil and things like that, like the acquaintances I have out here living in Los Angeles. You're kind of around a lot of power and money, especially in the film industry. If you talk to some of those guys, and they all tell you about, like, oh, yeah, my family has a compound built here and that kind of thing. And you're kind of like, but for what purpose? And it's like, well, to keep us protected. But then, they'll never follow through the chain of thought of, well, why? What do you know that I don't know? And that's what this episode's kind of about. I mean, it's not specifically that the world's going to end in 2012. But if a catastrophic event were to face the world, who's going to get protected? Not you or me. They're not going to, I don't think they'd care about protecting us. I think they'd care more about, protecting their own power and influence and making sure that their families lived on in a catastrophic event.
Well, exactly. In Switzerland, they have well-appointed facilities with food and water underground for their entire population for at least 2 years. Russia has it for their entire population for at least a year. Other nations have this. But growing up in Dallas, they designate the underground car garages as nuclear fallout shelters. But our government has spent more than all these other governments combined on its own secret bases and underground facilities. And the public isn't even allowed to know about it. The public is told if we get attacked or an asteroid hits or a bioweapon gets released or a chemical weapon gets released, sorry, you're out of luck, you're dead. And that, of course, giving people an idea, is what this episode gets into. I mean, this is such an important subject, and that's what's so amazing. You guys set out to investigate, these modern issues that the media calls conspiracy theories, and on issue after issue, you actually find out the real truth and come to the same perspective that I've got from deep research. And that is what is so amazing because, I don't want to overstate my role. I was just one consultant of many. You guys had always found the truth by the time you checked with me and said, what is your view on this? Our view is this. And I was always amazed by the fact that you guys came to really in-depth, well-calculated spectrum analysis of what's going on.
It's just being able to kind of, look at the news as a whole and when you do the research and a lot of respect to Raheem and Holly, our other two associate producers. They were fantastic. You can kind of see them on the show at the table and all the investigative team. Once you start reading the news, but reading through the news and looking at the, sequence of events and stories and things like that, and then going out and finding the right people to talk to and the people that are voicing a dissenting opinion other than the popular opinion. You can start finding a lot of facts. And it doesn't take that much. I mean, any person at home can with a few mouse clicks, can start learning the truth. And, if they start telling their friends, then you get a nice steamroll effect, and then that's when you can get the system crack and hopefully, bring it back to what it should be, and not a ruling class versus poor class.
Well, I agree with you. And it's just
It was just great working on the show. I mean, there was things I didn't know about, and I try to pride myself in keeping ahead of what, peering through the news and knowing what the truth is. And there were things that we discovered that I didn't even know about, from the Manchurian Candidates and how deep that went. That sounds like hocus pocus, but completely real. To the 2012 stuff. It was fascinating to work on the show.
What is your favorite episode of the 7, Tyrell?
My favorite episode, probably the 7, would be probably 9/11, just because that was the kind of one that me and my dad, that I was able to bring to my dad and kind of open his eyes up to. So I've always kind of had I hate to say this, but warm place, for uncovering the facts of what really happened that day. I just feel, obviously we weren't told what happened that day, and a lot of questions still need to be answered. And so that was a fun one, just to see Dad really sink his teeth into something that is a pet project of his, and to finally see it put on the air, and to see the pride that he had that he was able to get a show like that on the air. It's a great episode. And I mean, they're all fun. They all had moments of just, fantastic candidness and great stories and great interviews and things like that, which is all you can ask for when you're trying to put together a television show.
Well, we don't know yet if it's going to be picked up again, but talking to your father and others, with the type of top rating success it's gotten for the channel, something's going on if Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura doesn't get picked up for a second larger season.
Well, you never know. I mean, we hit the Bilderbergs pretty hard, and if they own all the media, you never know. But, no, ratings are good, and, the key is that thing I want to tell you. If you're fans of the show and you believe in the show, don't be afraid to write True TV and let them know you want to see a second season. I can give you their address right here, and, write into them, let them know. They read their mail. They listen to the viewers. They want to know what you want. And if,
sure. Give the address to True TV for folks.
It's True TV, TRU-TV, at 600 3rd Avenue, New York, 10016. And, write in or go online. They got a great website, TrueTV.com. They actually have under the contact list. You can go right on there and
but they really pay attention. But they really pay attention to physical letters. Sure, you can go online to TrueTV.com and send them emails, and that's important. But physically writing a letter.
Yep.
And
saying, hey, keep this show on the air. We love Jesse. We love this show. If you believe in the show, then write them in, let them know. But I don't know. We'll find out. Last episode's tonight. Hopefully, get some good ratings tonight, and go out with a bang, and then we'll see what happens.
Tyrell, separately, guaranteed. This will be big on DVD. I hope you guys make a 3-disc set. And it needs to be in stores. Is there a movement towards getting a DVD of the show out?
Oh, I'm sure there will be. I mean, I can't wait. We haven't talked about it quite yet because we're just kind of finishing up with the season. I'm sure in the next few months that discussion will come up. And, I can't wait for people. I mean, there was a lot of stuff. You only get an hour, to tell each story, which is actually not about 45 minutes in TV time. And there's a lot of stuff we had to put on the editing floor that we wished we could put in, but had to take out. So hopefully in the DVD set, maybe we can include some of that. And also, man, I just, the more people that have it in their hand, the more people that share it and learn the truth, the better.
And plus, this is groundbreaking. Hollywood, as Michael Braverman said on this show, is run by an old guard. They want to keep it in the left-right paradigm. Michael is really a smart guy. He understands all this. And this is groundbreaking. If this is successful, which it has been, it shifts the paradigm. And so many high-powered Hollywood people, they don't want to be liberals. They don't want to be conservatives. They want to get into reality and what's really happening. And so a lot of people are watching to see what happens with this show so they can start going public with their own projects. It's a revolution against the controlled paradigm going on in Hollywood right now. And you guys are, and of course me involved as well, are right in the middle of it. This is so wonderful that this has turned out this good, this professional, this true to the reality